Other interesting political news, you have Vivek on the Trump guilty verdict. So this comes to us thanks to Vivek's ex-personal profile. He says, quote, the prosecutor is a politician who promised to nail Trump. The judge's daughter is a Democrat operative who literally raised money from the trial while her father presided over it. The jury instructions said they didn't have to agree on the crime to convict. This will backfire. They got 4.4 million views as well as 161,000 likes. I thought I could get to 162, but my extra like did not put it over the hump, unfortunately, as usual. And yeah, Trump is raising a lot of money off this news. And yeah, the amount of corruption is quite disgusting to say the least. One of the first comments comes from Paul Zupa saying, quote, this is already backfired and it's only going to get it worse for the Biden campaign. They can't unring this bell. They're now the campaign of cheating and lawfare. Americans see it and are disgusted, quote, getting 862 likes. Luke Zaleski, our favorite leftist in a V-neck. Luke Zaleski nevertheless says, quote, everything has to be a travesty of justice and Trump has to be the persecuted victim and everyone who points out his fraud, abuse of power, and criminality has to be a villain. Nothing can just be what it is because then the mega king is a con man and his kingdom collapses, I quote. Mentally accurate as usual, Luke, but 189 people did like that comment. Now, was he ratioed? If we click his comment, he was not ratioed by number of likes, but most of the comments are talking about the judge being corrupt, the jury being corrupt, and Luke being mentally vacuous. Well, they didn't use that awesome vernacular. I think I'm the only one who uses that, but nevertheless, the volume of comments were mostly negative to Luke. Let's see here. Scrolling down more and more, one bad dude says, we all know why they're after him. As Trump, it says, the reason they want to get Trump is he knows all their dirty secrets. As Trump with Obama, it was Fauci and Clinton, or Hillary Clinton. Which for the record, I should say, I have no dirt on the Clintons, and I plan to live a long, prosperous, happy life. I'll put that out there, just, safety. I got 1.2 thousand likes. Someone says the jury is a picture of Hillary Clinton. I think it's photoshopped. It's hard to say, but she has in the picture photoshopped a mustache and wearing some type of, it almost looks like a felt or like a, what is it, like a warm material raincoat. F- for fashion, obviously, which I mean Hillary Clinton goes without saying. They got 1.5 thousand likes. Let's see here. Scrolling down more and more. Winnie Scola says, never surrender, no backing down. Trump is still winning 2024 presidential election. There's a juxtaposition of two pictures, one of Nelson Mandela as well as Trump, getting 691 likes. Let's see. Elisa Johnson says we should all be a little afraid of the justice system now, getting 887 likes, which you should have been scared a long time ago, considering the amount of political bias they have, from throwing people who pray into prison to, January 6th, and all the people who literally grandma was escorted through the building through police. They even threw her in jail. So, I mean, again, I hope this does open people's eyes to show the discrepancy in the political justice system and the justice system in general based on your political affiliation. Again, the big red flag to a lot of my libertarian kind of little road friends were, why weren't these charges brought, 3, 4, 5 years earlier? He just coincidentally, right at a very opportune moment for the Democrat Party, Trump was indicted and he was handicapped. Not only is he spending money, lots of money, having to spend it on lawyers and defend himself, he has to also kneecapped physically. Well, not, he's not really injured, but he's at a disadvantage to the competition because he can't be around campaigning in a lot of these swing states. He has to be physically in court. So a lot of people would already consider that election interference, especially because during the last election, the U.S. government, the DOJ said, well, we're not going to prosecute Hillary Clinton for destroying all those emails and the cell phones. Well, we think it'd be bad optics. We think it'd be election interference, so we're not going to go after Hillary Clinton on that basis. And yet, they're going after Trump with everything they have and more. Going down more and more, you have Kenny Howard saying, another brilliant quote from George Orwell, another reminder to go read 1984. This, Kenny Howard says, quote, the party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command, unquote. George Orwell, 1984. Again, not a very happy book. Pretty bleak. But nevertheless, it is quite an exceptional read, and it's even sadder when you consider how much modern society is the same or worse in this dystopian novel. Also, for the youth, the younger readers, Animal Farm is much shorter. Many of the same themes and morals in that book and virtues, words that are all but unknown in modern age, but nevertheless. Butterscotch says, I'll be making the first ever donation to the campaign as a show of absolute disgust with this lawfare. I hope everyone does. Getting 726 likes. Scrolling down more and more. Again, overwhelming positive responses. And again, I know this question has been asked in nauseum. Who is Trump going to pick as his VP? I mean, my 3 cents, I think Vivek would be, obviously I said this before, but I think Vivek would be an exceptional candidate, not just because I see a lot of his policies being libertarian and small government, but he also has articulate plans on how to execute his ideals, which is an exceedingly rare thing in politics where we're just kind of used to the whole, let's get back to work, and kind of just the cliche is talking about, hot topic and, speech bullet points and actually doing stuff or getting things done or accomplished. But let me know in the comments, what is your take on Vivek? Do you think people are going to start realizing, oh wait, the judge's daughter is raising money? This judge was elected because he said he was going to go after Trump and he promised to? Which, again, judges are supposed to be unbiased, supposed to believe in the Constitution, which fortunately I don't think many of them do. But let me know in the comments. As always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.